When you hear the word fort, you probably think of a castle or military base, but Bent's Fort in Colorado was different. Hi gang, Claire here. Welcome to Claire's Clues. Today we're here at History Colorado's exhibit about Bent's Old Fort National Historic Site. It was a trading post along the Santa Fe Trail where people could trade goods like these furs, share ideas, or even make new friends. In fact, trading posts like these are where many relationships between European Americans and Native Americans first formed. But Bent's Fort wasn't the only stop on the Santa Fe Trail in the area. Just 15 miles east was Boggsville, which today is listed on the Colorado State Register of Historic Properties, the National Register of Historic Places, and was even named a national treasure by the National Trust for Historic Preservation. So basically, Boggsville is a pretty important place. So why is it so important? As a stagecoach stop on the Santa Fe Trail in the 1860s and 70s, Boggsville became a center for agriculture, trade, and education. It even had the area's first general store. Boggsville was named after its founder, Thomas Boggs, who was Bent County's first sheriff and the great-grandson of famed frontiersman Daniel Boone. Today, Boggsville still has two houses built originally on the property, all the way back in the 1860s out of adobe. One house is named the Boggs House, after, obviously, Thomas Boggs, and the other house is called Prowers House, after John Prowers, a very important rancher and businessman who launched the cattle industry in the area. Many people passed through Boggsville over the years, including famed frontiersman Kit Carson. Kit Carson was a well-known beaver trapper who was tight buddies with Thomas Boggs, so he spent the last year of his life living at Boggsville. So what did we learn today? Boggsville was a stagecoach stop along the Santa Fe Trail in the 1860s and 70s and was a center for trade, agriculture, and even education in southeastern Colorado. Today, two original houses still remain on the property, built all the way back in the 1860s out of adobe. Thomas Boggs, John Prowers, and even Kit Carson, one of the most famous Coloradans ever, all spent time living at Boggsville. Today, Boggsville is listed on a whole bunch of fancy historical lists, so it's a pretty big deal. Don't forget to watch Colorado Experience tonight on Rocky Mountain PBS at 7 to learn way more about Boggsville. Then visit us here on Facebook tomorrow to quiz yourself on what you've learned. Take the quiz and you could win a prize. I'll see you next week for our next Claire's Clues adventure.